let's see here. You can get this up. Yep, that's perfect. So anyways, I know, sorry about the cheap effects. I'm not really too worried about it. Anyways, I'm Will, and this is the Pelish Miner. So I don't have the big great intro right now, and I'm really not super worried about it, because I just want to talk about Bitcoin a little bit today and what happened, which is pretty fucking awesome, to be honest with you. So number one thing, obviously, is we go back to the Bitcoin chart. We're looking right now currently 61,635, right? No big sweat, right? Looking pretty good. That's a 24-hour right there. I don't like mountains. I like candles. For the 7-day, we are, looking really good. Obviously, we're down here in the 50s. And for the month, of course, we're up 45% for the month. So far for the year, 162.7%. We know this. And I'll go for the last one. All-time Bitcoin is up. Stupid. Look at that. Oh, let's see. 1, 2. There's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 99 million% since its inception, right? Where are you going to find that? So, and it did get to 64,000 today. If you go scrolling through, we'll figure it out. Yeah, 63,913 right here, as you can see as I mouse over it and highlight it real quick. We are so close from the all-time high, 68,789. That means that we're within about $7,000, right? So that's pretty good. I can't complain. Who would, right? I'm up on Bitcoin, and my cost average is around 20 grand or just under 21,000, and I can really appreciate that. That is awesome. My wife is really happy. She's up too as well. I think everyone's pretty much up. But what I'm going to talk about here real quick is this, and you guys are going to be like, what are you doing? And this is it. I'm going to do my power rate. And no one would even think about this. Block reward, we don't need that. We don't need to do anything here. So, at the moment. So if I calculate the value here, okay, and this is what, if you have an S9, okay, a Bitmain Antminer S9, and you undervolt it with Brains, okay, Brains is awesome, okay. You can see the block time currently for Bitcoin is about 10 minutes 26 seconds. Right here, and that's awesome as well. You can see that by the hour you're losing 2 cents, using 56 cents a day. You can see that you're losing about $16 a month. Now hold on, you're like, that thing's older than shit, right? Why would you even be interested in using an S9? Well, it's a great way to solo mine if you don't mind paying the electric at the 8 cents a kilowatt hour. For those that are closer to 12 cents, we'll say, just put this out there, you're really not hurting that bad. I mean, you're out $50 a month, but if you're solo mining using that thing, you could hit that block at 6.25. Right now it says at 6.69 the block reward here. As you can see here, 24-hour block reward, 6.53. So it's a little bit more than 6.25. We're going to go back to my rate though, 0.08. Now what I have figured out, enabled, while doing this is if I were to wait for Bitcoin, I would, in order to make a profit with, I do believe this is the correct number, $125,000, with an S9 to make it worth your time. Yes, you would be making $20 a month ahead if you were to, do FPPS or PPLNS or FPS, right? FPPS, you get the idea. Pay per share, right? At 8 cents a kilowatt hour, which is really not bad. But we're halfway there realistically, as you can see, right? And I like that. I really do. I think that's great. So this is the point. Now I want to try something else, and we're going to try 115, just say. Whoa, that horse didn't ride in really well, did it? Oh. So that's 115,000 if I put it in there and we leave the block reward the same. So you're still up at 8 cents a kilowatt hour if you can get it for that. Per month cost, your profit is $14.85 or $18.89. Let me zoom this down a bit so you guys can get a better look. $14.89. So you're still able to make money with this, or do an ROI, or whatever the case may be. So let's try $95,000, right? Say Bitcoin goes to $95,000, 8 cents a kilowatt hour. You would still be profiting just about $3.03 in Bitcoin every month if you were running this. If you hit that block, it wouldn't matter whatsoever. So somebody said out there, I don't remember how long ago it was, but we'll go within like the last couple of months, that the S9s were ancient. They weren't really going to be worth anything. It wasn't going to be worth your time to even mine with it. Well, when I look at like the S19Ks that are like 90 terahash, let's put that down there and see what is. We'll put this in here. How many watts in a Bitmain? Get my S19 and S19. Okay. Now, so here's the 110 terahash, right? 3250. Okay. So we'll put 3250 in here. All right, and it was 110. Now they have a 90 terahash version. At $95,000, you're actually making $329 a month. At the current price, which was right what? Where are we at? Oh, I hate it when it does that. 61,632. 61,632. Oh, too many sixes. I wish Bitcoin was 660,000. You see in that. You're making about $150 a month or 21 cents an hour, which, if you want to pay the electric bill for that bad boy to run and you only run that, that's fine. But you remember, these are estimated rewards, and this is speculative. Purely speculative. Nothing else. So there's no guarantee that this is going to be the same. If we drop to $40,000, right? Let's just say we do that. You're making the equivalent of what the S9 is at 105,000, I think it was, or yeah, right? So let's go backtrack that. Undervolted, 925, right? 105,000. Just saying. Yeah, you're a little short, but you get the idea. It's not that far off. So I think it's a great thing. I mean, these are inexpensive miners, the S9s. If I were trying to get started in mining and wanted to only mine Bitcoin, you could put it up there on Cryptex. You could put it on Brains Pool, which used to be Slush Pool. Via BTC is another one you could do that with. Those are 3 relatively good pools to mine Bitcoin on. Just saying. And with an S9, it's a great entry-level point, and you can get them for right around $200 if you get a working power supply to go with it. If you undervolt it and put brains on it, you can use the server power supply and set it all up, which is a little cheaper. Excuse me. So, yeah, I think it's great. But if you can get yourself an S19 110 hash model and you can afford to pay the power and you don't mind the noise, then that's okay. I mean, you can crank the fans down on the S9 with brains. I'm not sure how far you can crank the fans down with an S19 if it's not on brains. So there, with standard operating software, right? Or standard web UI. So that's that. It's just a thought. I mean, currently right now I am mining Bitcoin. I don't think I have. Let me see if I've got it up here. No, I don't have it up here. I'm mining Bitcoin and I'm having a blast. with that. Let me click in here real quick. I also have my, as you can see, a lithium going over here. I'm using iPolo still, running that, and we're running about 1.1 gigahash on there between all 4 workers. Just a little over 2 that's mine, but I'm having a blast. So we'll click over here real quick, and I've got, what is it, about 75 of them in total. A lithium, I think, is about far better play than Bitcoin is. You can make a lot more money, in my opinion, in the long run, or at least over the next 18 months, because at 60,000, this is my opinion, doesn't mean that I'm right. We officially entered the bull market, and I think we entered it early. Just saying. So, anyway, I do want to say that I believe there's going to be a correction. We're probably going to drop back about 10,000 bucks at some point. So, we'll see. And Chump Change mentioned something this morning about if these guys with the ETPs or the ETFs for the Bitcoin ETF, or actual ETPs, had to buy in on Monday to get their shares, and then on Friday they're selling out, you could see this market fluctuate that much. The number one thing I know right now is there's just not enough Bitcoin to go around. Circulating, there's only 93.53% of the circulating supply that's available, that's out there, out of the total 21 million that's supposed to be out there. But I know Coinbase and Robinhood and Kraken, those exchanges don't have enough Bitcoin to cover the books at the moment. At least that's what I gathered. It doesn't mean I'm right. So they're forced to go out and buy more. And if everyone's holding Bitcoin, they're not letting it go. This is why we're seeing this be driven up to $64,000 today. Absolutely insane. All right. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, folks. Remember, HODL. That's all I can say is HODL. I have a plan, and I'll be sharing that plan with you in a video coming really soon about Bitcoin and the other crypto that I'm holding, and even some of my mining gear, GPUs, ASICs, and stuff, that how I'm going to exit this bull run. And we'll probably put something together over the weekend. So thanks for stopping by. Like I said, see you soon.